In the name of God, the beneficent, the merciful. All praise is due to our God, the Lord of the world, the beneficent, the merciful, master of this day of judgment, and wish me well live. Now I want to talk to you guys. We have the theologically of time by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I want to just give you the time that we are living, and that the message was sent down to the man that had the source. You see, Master Fard Muhammad came in a form. And see, most Christians today, they won't have no knowledge. But even Jesus couldn't tell it all. And I want to say there's not a Muslim on this planet that don't believe in Jesus. See, most Christians are angry with me and ready to yank out my teeth because I tell you about Christ. See, most Christians don't know Christ because if you're not persecuted for Christ, then you don't know him. Now, Master Fard Muhammad, who came in 1930 in North America, he found a man, and he found was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And that he was to go to the black man in America. Because after our people was put and was tried as slaves, it was put on the ship. And our fathers came to do the work. Make it suitable for people that don't have it today. And see, most Christians will argue. And see, I say there's not a Muslim in America that don't believe in Jesus or what he did. They argue with me because they says he's the truth, the way, and the light. No one comes through him. And we will actually believe, but what they don't seem to understand, that Jesus didn't preach this Christianity. And how will they come to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus in the month of April that we all say Easter? The day of Christ's resurrection. the day that you see they have these Lord Day of his commemoration. But we don't make no difference that the resurrection is not a time where people will get up from their coffin. Jesus came to give us the resurrection. See, in the Revelation 12, verse 4, there was the woman carrying the child. And ever since you've seen the devil that been here, 6,000 years to 8,000 years, he was trying to make anything from happening. Means that young little baby was to be born, to be amongst God's people, to be present. You see. So there's not a Muslim that don't believe in Jesus, of his accomplishments. Now, I want to say this to you because I won't sit here and lie to you about what we see happening and what's going on here. Because you see America today, she's more concerned about mistreating this black man here in America than America is concerned with any nation on earth that's attacking our outlying posts. You see, her enemy are intensifying the attack on her. We see America right out of this frying pan into the fire all over the earth due to this evil attention against her loyal black once slave. You see, her talk of evil doing against this black slave in America, we see today is worse than it is against independent nation that they are trying to destroy her countries. You know, white America have more hatred for the black once slave and her millers who are faithfully fighting on the frying line to help her against her enemies than she is against the enemies that they are shooting down. You know, white America talks about today building these concentration camps. You know, prison house for this black one slave, the black man in America. See, I'm told, my brothers and sisters, that America already have these concentration camps built for this purpose. You know, concentration camps, are jailhouses you see in prison house. Now, this is why I cry day and night to my brothers and sisters to seek refuge in Allah God in such a time as this. You know, the Muslims do not have to worry about any such imprisonments. For the Muslim is already a citizen of the Nation of Islam. And we have our own people, Muslim, to deliver us by the word of God. This is why it's so necessary that this black man in America accept Allah God and his name and get out of the name of the white slave masters who does not seek to bring about peace for us. But the enemy seeks to bring about our death. See, white America wants her black slave to suffer that which is not due to this black one slave. See, the black one slave has not sinned, nor has this black one slave attacked other nations, except under the orders of the white slave masters. You know, we fought and went in and defeated Germany. You know, when black, people blood was shed in that war in Pearl Harbor, those was black blood poured. Black people actually risked their life and nothing would exchange. That's why families always encourage their children that you don't have no business fighting a white man's war. I know the time that we are desperate. Desperation said. All of us desperate. Now, when we look at this independency, because we got to know the day that they came with the independency. Since 1776, we look at this. See, you black men and black women have been worshiping this 4th of July, along with this Will Arthur of the 4th of July. See, the white man as a day of independency for themselves. It is the white slave master and their children who enjoy setting forth the 4th of July as a day of rejoicing, overachieving this country of independency from any other foreign source. Now, the history we see of the 4th of July shows that this is the Independence Day of the American white man. See, they wrote this Declaration of Independence for themselves. So the white man did not put anything in the Declaration of the Independence for the benefit of the black man, who was the servitude slave of the white man at that time. See, the joy with the black slave experience on these holidays of this white man was due to the black man getting rest from his labor, and a day which this white man has set aside for celebration. So that's all the black slave was rejoicing, that he did not have to work that day. But you are free now, and you not need this for an excuse. For you worship the 4th of July. There is no further need for us to worship the gaining of this white man's independence. Now let us take a look again at our own black independence, how it came on this same day of the 4th of July, at the coming of our Lord God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, on July 4th, 1930. This means that he came to this black man of America, from North America, to give this man a message to the black man. Now, when we look at the coming of this Independence Day of the American white man, is very great. It is the day you see a great rejoicing, as with former people in their governments. The destruction took place when it was at the heights of their rejoicing. Now, the kings, according to the Bible history we see of him, Daniel chapter 4, was walking around in his palace, proudly looking around and admiring the skills and the work that he has set up. And says, "Has not all this my hands have made?" The Bible teaches that while the word was in his mouth, we see the end came. So as the Bible teaches us that we seen a time was coming. And the Bible shows us that while the word was in his mouth, the end came. God changed his mind and heart from that of a civilized man to a mind and heart of a beast. He had that brain reaction of that wild beast. And he was cast out amongst the dumb. Now, what does that signify? It gives us a gleam into this history of this American white man and his being cast out. A society of the Muslims 6,000 years ago, after he was made, and then started trouble amongst the people of righteousness. Troublemaking caused this white man into the hill and K-side of West Asia, as Europe was called at that time. So a lot of God taught me. A name was changed to Europe, and the white man was cast to that area. See, Europe means a place where people are bound in to keep them out of society of the righteous. Moses made the white man as the independent race through the guidance which allowed God guide Moses to guide the white man out of his wild, savage cage life and put them on the road of conquest of the black man. See, for 400 years, the white man swallowed us, the black man of America, up. He did not put us in a hole of the earth, but he has swallowed us up by keeping anything like wisdom from coming to us. He set it bound against our own black people, visiting us in order to prevent them from teaching us anything other than what this white man was teaching our black slave fathers. This cage us in. It made just to secure a cage as the literal cage of Europe that the Arab people put this white man in 6,000 years ago. See, the 4th of July is the day of rejoicing of this white man over his opponents for the Western Hemisphere. He wrote his constitutions for his own white people and not for his black slaves. Since this is his day, which he has set aside for himself, then what part, black brothers and black sisters, do you have in this day? The day is not mixed with his part in a way of his own white politics and physical independency. But as I call your attention to proud king history and what happened to him at the heights of his kingdom, while God never destroyed powerful people, nor deprived them of self-independency when they was in trouble or when they was sick with grief. He made them to feel happy. He made them think that it can live forever. So it was with the coming of Allah God and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, whom praise are due forever, on his coming to us on the 4th of July, 1930. His presidency meant the destruction of the independency of the white race, especially America, over the black man.